Now that you know who we are, we're going to delve into sensitivity and diversity in your networking. So the big question is, what is it? What are we talking about? We believe that sensitivity and diversity in your networking relate directly to your awareness of privilege, and privilege is broad. There is privilege in religion, there is privilege in the language you speak, there is privilege in your sex or your gender or the color of your skin. So it's an overall theme, and what it relates to is how we interact with others based on our understanding of privilege in the context of inequality and oppression. So privilege relates directly to those things. And if you want to become aware of sensitivity and diversity in your networking, you need to be aware of what privilege is. So that is what we're going to discuss further today. So we've said it's a mindset, it's a skill, which means it's something that you need to practice. And the crux for us of sensitivity is empathy, because the minute you can empathize with someone on a human level, you're immediately able to put your prejudices aside and to see that person as human. And empathy, we're going to go into a little bit more. Jürgen?
Yeah, empathy. I looked at Wikipedia and I found some really nice and fancy explanation of what empathy is. But it comes down to just saying, well, it's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Or in other words, put yourself in someone else's shoes and experience life from their perspective. And we had a talk a couple of months ago where we actually did that. We asked all the participants in the round, in a circle, to take off their shoes and then pass the shoe on to the neighbor. And the neighbor was then asked to imagine how it would feel like to fit into that shoe, because I mean, different shoe sizes, and some ladies had the high heels, there were boots, there were tackies, and how it actually would feel to walk in someone else's shoes. And that's what we're talking about with empathy.
Yeah, empathy, as we said, the crux of sensitivity, and then eventually diversity in your networking. Because as soon as you can get to empathy, you are able to apply it. And that's sort of what we'll be chatting about in our next section.